Utah. So it's like a 3-hour drive from here. There's like 6 spots left, I think. So if you're interested, all the info is on my website. You can also ask me any questions. Anything in particular you guys want to do today or don't want to do today, or just practice some yoga? Okay, we all made it. That's the most important thing. Okay, let's just start in a comfortable seat. So if you're already there, awesome. If you want to make any little adjustments or take any little movements, stretches before settling in, feel free. And then eventually just find stillness. So sit up nice and tall. Feel into the length of your spine. So from the root of your spine, the base of your spine, all the way up to the crown of your head. Feel that line of energy. With your eyes closed, just start to feel into your physical body. Start to feel into what's there this morning. So anything you've brought with you to class, physically, energetically, or emotionally. And start to just notice the rise and fall of each breath. Maybe visualize your breath moving up and down the length of your spine. So imagine your breath can move all the way down and all the way out. Next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can. And when you think you are full, see if you can even sip in a little bit more at the top. Open mouth sigh when you're ready. Let it go. Ah. Do that 2 more times. So great big inhale, fill up. Breathe all the way down into your low belly, low back, pelvis, hips, hold. And then when you're ready, that open mouth sigh, let it go. Ah. Do that 1 more time. Make this the biggest breath you've taken all morning long. Pause at the top in fullness. And when you're ready, open mouth sigh, let it go. Slowly begin to drop into your Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. So see if you can start to not only feel your breath moving through you, rising and falling, but also hear your breath. So create that gentle whisper noise, that oceanic sound with each inhale, each exhale. Breathe slowly and intentionally, feeling into all the little spaces inside of you just by breathing. And you can stay right here in your Friday morning seated meditation for as long as you want to. When you're ready, start to add some movement. So if you want to start from your seat, moving around a little bit, you can. Eventually, tabletop position, hands and knees, and start to explore from there. So no rush. Whenever you are ready, hands and knees, and maybe you want to start with some cat-cows. Inhale to arch, exhale to round. So just working the flexion and extension in your spinal column to begin with, perhaps. And then you can get more creative. You can get more intuitive. You can start to circle your hips all the way around. You can come all the way forward towards cobra or up dog. You can sit back into a child's pose. Maybe you bend your elbows one at a time. So getting really intuitive, creative, even instinctual. So feeling into your body from the inside. Perhaps close your eyes and just put your awareness in your spine and your shoulders and your hips and your hands. I like to imagine that I'm a 4-legged jungle animal sometimes, and I just woke up from a nap. I'm stretching out my body so I can get ready to move. So how would you stretch your body if you were an animal? You didn't care at all what you looked like and you were just going by feeling. Feel into every part of yourself, especially those tight spaces, those hard edges. Breathe into them. Take about 3 to 5 more rounds exploring here, however you would like. And then when you are ready, no rush, downward facing dog. Nice, you guys. Beautiful movement. And then once you do transition back to down dog, just keep exploring in this way. Keep moving around, maybe big movements or maybe really small micro movements. So it can be as simple as just feeling into your hands, pressing more into your fingertips, pressing more into your thumbs and your index fingers. Maybe you rotate your shoulders out away from your ears. So feel into the space in your shoulder girdle. Maybe you find a deeper connection to your center by bending your knees a lot and lifting your hips super high. So feel into your dog pose as if it's the first time you've ever been in this posture. Notice whatever there is to notice, feel whatever there is to feel, and then respond to that from a place of presence, from a place of wisdom, from a place of love. Feel your breath moving through you, all the tiny spaces, so you can create more space with each breath you take. Nice postures, you guys. Take a couple more rounds into this first down dog. At the end of your next exhalation, gaze to the top of your yoga mat and however you want to get there, forward fold. So take just a moment to be in your fold, feet about hips width distance apart, all 10 toes face forward. And if you want, ragdoll pose, grab opposite elbows, or even bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, give the back of your neck some traction. You can take a little sway side to side. You can take a little bob up and down. You can bounce. So let your head be heavy. Let your neck relax, face soft, jaw unclenched. You shake your head yes or no. See if you can lift your butt up towards the ceiling, crown of your head towards the ground. Breathe into your back body. Breathe down the backs of your legs. Take one more round. Next time you inhale, come to your halfway lift position. So get all the rounding out of your back, lots of length. Yeah, beautiful. Exhale, fold, let it go. Do that again. So with your inhale, halfway lift, crown reaches forward, thighs press back, sit bones broaden. Exhale, fold and bow. Nice work. This time, inhale through your halfway lift and rise all the way up. Arms to the sky. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Ah. Flow with your breath. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, swan dive down. So lead with your heart, hinge at your hips, slowly take it all the way down into your fold. Beautiful. As you inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, so feel into the length of your spine, even the back of your neck. Exhale, let it go, bow in, root through your feet and rise all the way up. Arms to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, hands to your heart, breathe out. Do that one more time, half sun salute. Inhale, reach up, stretch. Follow your breath down. So as you're ready, exhale and slowly dive. Maybe you bend your knees a lot if that feels better. With your inhalation, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen. Feel into that length, breathe into that length. Exhale, let it go, fold in. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart, take it all the way up. Arms to the sky, try to touch the ceiling with your fingertips. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms up. And let's bring our hands behind our back. So interlace your fingers Roll your shoulders back and down and feel that opening in the front of your shoulders. See if you can maybe reach your hands back. Try not to lock out your elbows. Maybe add a little back bend. So heart lifts, not just your head, but your heart. Press your hips forward gently, but hug an invisible block with your inner thighs. Take one more big, huge inhale. Keep your clasp, lead with your heart, hinge at your hips, swan dive, down, forward fold. So hang out in your fold with your fingers interlaced, about 2 or 3 rounds of breath. Might be helpful to bend your knees more or to take your feet out a little bit wider. Make sure your head is heavy. See if you can lift your butt up, lift your knuckles up, possibly even reach them forward. Take one more in breath. As you exhale, nice work, hands to low back, then release your clasp. Let your arms hang, shake them out. Next inhalation, halfway lift. So realign your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat, plank position. Take just a moment in this first plank pose and really find your strength. So you're actively pushing the ground away. Draw your belly button in and up. Squeeze through the fronts of your thighs, through your quad muscles. Take little baby rocks forward and back, just like you're sawing through wood with your body. So just an inch or so of movement. Feel your strength. Stay connected to your center. Keep pushing the ground away. Next time you inhale, find that little rock forward. So you're on your tippy toes. Maybe knees come down to modify. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, push back up, high plank. So just like a slow motion push up. One more time. Exhale, lower halfway. Strong arms, strong belly, even strong legs. Inhale, push up. Nice, Margaret. And then exhale as slow as you can, all the way down to your belly. Inhale, Spider-Man Cobra. So hands out wide onto the hardwood floor. Elbows face the sky or on your fingertips. Inhale, lift your heart. Beautiful. And then exhale, take a twist to your right side and dip your left shoulder down a little bit. Yeah. Inhale, back to center, heart lifts, tone your low belly, press through your pelvis and your shoelaces. Other side, nice, Charles. So twist, right shoulder dips. Go one more time each way, following your own breath, moving at your own pace. Feel into your shoulders, your spine, front body, back body, side bodies. You can take your time, but eventually an inhale will bring you back to center. You might hold there for an extra breath or two. As you are ready, downward facing dog. Find your way back. So take a few breaths in your down dog. If you want more intensity, you're welcome to turn it into a turbo dog. So the only thing that would change is your arms. Bend your elbows a lot and then squeeze them in towards each other. Yeah, it's just like you're in dolphin pose, but your forearms are hovering an inch or two above the ground. Keep lifting your butt really high. So imagine there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button. It's pulling up, it's tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. And then feel your breath. Is it still there? Is it still big and powerful? Can you use it to hold and support you? Take one more inhale. Exhale, look to the top of your mat, step or hop, forward fold, top of your space. Once you've arrived, halfway lift position, inhale, so feel into that length. And let it go. Exhale, bow in. Root through your feet, rise up. Big stretch at the top, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms to the sky. And then as you exhale this time, chair plane. So bend your knees, swing your arms back behind you, but keep your heart lifted. So rather than rounding and looking down, heart is lifted like you're doing a little cobra pose. Yes, feel your back muscles squeezing your spine, and then feel your connection to center. So as you stick your butt out, draw your belly button in and up. Maybe float up to your tiptoes for a little balance challenge. So the only thing that changes is your feet rock up to your tiptoes, lift your heels high. Now, maybe you bend your knees just a little bit more. Keep your heart lifted. Yeah, awesome. Take one more round. Heels on the ground. Inhale, arching Tadasana. So rise up and open up. Cactus your arms, lift your heart. As you exhale, I like to bring my hands together at my third eye. We're gonna dive down. So slow swan dive. Exhale all the way down. Breathe in, halfway lift position. And as you exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat. Take your vinyasa however you would like. So you can add or subtract anything you want. You can skip it all together. See you back in down dog. Beautiful, nice, Kirsten. Ujjayi breath, so big, spacious, powerful, strong. Next inhalation, take your right leg to the sky. Go ahead today, whatever feels good. So you can keep your right leg straight, strong, and powerful with your hips square, or feel free to open your hip, to explore a little bit of movement. Maybe you want to roll out your ankle or circle your right knee a few times. So just noticing, feeling into your three-legged dog. Stay rooted through your hands. Keep lifting from your center. Take one more big inhale. Take your right leg super high, stretch it out. As you exhale, right knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, hollow out, push the ground away, breathe in, stay here. And exhale, step forward as soft as you can. You choose crescent lunge or warrior one. So rise when you are ready. I usually teach crescent lunge only, but if you want a warrior one today, since it's Friday, feel free. Both poses, your intention is to square off your hips. So front hip pulls back, back hip pulls forward. Tone your lowest, deepest abdominals to support your low back. Lift your heart. Reach through your fingertips, maybe even take your gaze up. Yes, beautiful poses, you guys. Feel your breath rising and falling, expanding and contracting within you. Take one more big inhale, reaching up super high. As you exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Now listen, this is a big movement. Standing staff. So you're gonna press into your right foot, come all the way up, balancing on your right foot, left knee lifts. Arms to the sky, hug in with your inner thighs, flex your left toes. Very nice. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, figure four. So outer left ankle, top of your right thigh. Hands can come to your heart, sit back into a one-legged chair, or maybe you reach your arms back like a chair plane. If you want, you're welcome to explore in your own way. So maybe a forward fold. Maybe there's an arm balance in your practice. You want to play with it. Take about 2 or 3 more breaths. Thanks, Margaret. So your left foot is active and you're trying to glue your outer ankle into the top of your thigh. So keep actively pressing. Nice poses, you guys. Take one more breath. And we'll meet back in standing staff. So slowly rise back up, reach back up, lift your left knee up. If you want more, you can extend your left leg forward. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, swing your left leg around, left tiptoes off the right side of your yoga mat. So it's like a diagonal lunge. Hands to your heart, bend your knees and get low. Curtsy squat. So pull your right hip back, left hip forward. You want your hips square, your inner thighs squeezing. Yes, nice job. See if you can take little baby pulses up and down. Just a couple inches of movement, staying low. Let that heat build in your legs and send your breath into it. Keep your face nice and soft. Good, as low as you can go. Hold one more round. Inhale, high mountain, arms to the sky. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. With your inhale, halfway lift position, lengthen. And exhale, plant your hands, step or float back, move through your vinyasa however you would like. Good, follow your breath. Downward facing dog. Just walk it out, feel around. Maybe notice right side versus left side. Is there a difference? Open mouth exhales are always welcome. So anytime you just need a cleansing, cooling breath, a release of energy, sigh it out. Next time you breathe in, take your left leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. So go ahead, move around, explore on this side however you like. Maybe it's the exact same thing you did on the other side. Maybe this side feels completely different. You want to go somewhere completely different. So listen to that. Be present with yourself today. So not just going into your patterns and your habits, but feeling into this moment, feeling into your body, using your breath. Take one more great big inhale, left leg super long, strong, powerful. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, push the ground away. Stay here as you inhale. See if you can lift higher through your waistline. Nice work. Step your left foot forward softly. Good job, you guys. Take your time to rise up to crescent or warrior one. So if you want to move around a little bit, stretch your legs, that's fine. Eventually rise up and settle in. So both postures, hips are square, or at least have the intention of squaring off your hips. So left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forward, little tone in your low, deep abdominals. So if you feel your low back here and it doesn't feel good, see if you can draw your belly button in and up and lengthen your low spine just a little more. See if you can lift your heart just a little higher. See if you can reach your fingertips higher, maybe gaze up and then just feel your breath. So all this strength, and then find a little bit of softness, a little bit of sweetness around your pose. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Root into your front foot. That big transition, standing staff. So all the way up, arms lift, right knee lifts, flex your toes. Find your balance. Hug in with your inner thighs. Focus your gaze on something in front of you that's not moving. Very nice. One more inhale here. Figure four, one-legged chair with your exhale. So outer right ankle, top of your left thigh, hands to heart. Or maybe you take your arms back, airplane. Maybe you take a forward fold or even explore an arm balance. Wherever you choose to go, make sure you can breathe. Keep that activation in your right toes. Keep actively pressing your outer ankle to the top of your thigh. Be with your pose. Be with the sensation in your body. Take one more deep breath. Very nice, you guys. Next time you inhale, slowly back to standing staff. So arms reach up, right knee lifts. If you want more, you can extend your right leg forward. Try not to lean back. Take one more in-breath here. As you exhale, slowly swing your right leg around. Right toes off the left side of your yoga mat like a diagonal lunge. Hands to heart, bend your knees, get low in your legs, curtsy squat. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward, squeeze your inner thighs. Take your little pulses up and down. See if you can stay rooted through the inner edge of your front foot. Connected to your center, connected to your breath. As low as you can go. One more deep breath here. Hold. Soft through your face. Good work. Inhale back to high mountain. So both arms to the sky. Stretch it out. Swan dive down. Exhale. Traction out your spine. As you breathe in, halfway lift. And as you breathe out, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa your way. End up either in down dog, or if you prefer, you can take a quick child's pose. Big, spacious breaths. Just notice the energy moving through your body. Notice physical sensations. Notice emotions. So feel yourself as just this wide open space for life energy to move through. If you are not already in downward facing dog, find your way there. And then we'll move through that entire sequence, breath to movement. Doesn't mean we speed through with momentum. It means we move slowly and intentionally with our breath. If at any time you want to pause, you want to take a break, you want to do your own thing, always that is fine with me. So listen to your body first. Take one more inhale into your down dog. If you're coming with me, exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, step or hop, forward fold. Once you've arrived, spinal extension, feel the length in your spine, and then exhale, let it go. Root through your feet, rise up. Arms reach up, full body stretch. And exhale, hands to heart center. Here we go with our flow. Inhale, arms to the sky. Chair plane, or if you want, drinking bird. So swing your arms back, bend your knees, maybe lift to your tiptoes. Heels on the ground, arcing Tadasana. So inhale, rise up, open up, cactus your arms, lift your heart. And then exhale, slow dive forward. Option to bring your hands to your third eye center and take it all the way down. With your inhale, halfway lift position. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back. See if you can keep that exhale going as you lower Chaturanga. Strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, peel your heart open. Keep your shoulders back and down. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high, spine long. Big, huge inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Spread your toes. Use your core strength. Exhale, step your right foot through as soft as you can. Then you choose crescent lunge or warrior one. Inhale, rise, heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, hands to the ground. As you inhale, press into your front foot, standing staff. So all the way up, left knee lifts, arms reach. Exhale, figure four, one-legged chair. Sit back, stick your butt out behind you, weight in your right heel. Inhale, back to standing staff. Option to extend your left leg. Exhale, curtsy squat. So swing your left leg around, hands to heart, get low. Inhale, get high, reach up and stretch. Swan dive down, exhale, follow your breath down, forward fold. Inhale, spinal extension, feel into the length. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Try to keep that exhale going as you lower down, Chaturanga. Nice, Kirsten. Inhale, heart lift, shoulders back and down. Exhale, hips lift, down dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky, stretch it up. Exhale, step your left foot through as soft as possible. Yogi's choice, crescent or warrior one. Rise, breathe in, lift your heart, reach through your fingertips, gaze up. Exhale, hands come down. Beautiful, Margaret. Root into your left foot. All the way to standing staff. Inhale, right knee lifts, flex your toes, reach up. Exhale, figure four, one-legged chair, sit back, weight in your left heel. Inhale, standing staff, option to extend your right leg if you want. And exhale, step behind off the left side of your mat, curtsy squat, get low. Get high with your in-breath, high mountain, reach. And take it all the way down, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift, so creating space from the top of your head back to your hips. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float back, Chaturanga. Heart lifts with your inhale. Hips lift with your exhale. We will go through that sequence one more time. I'm going to add a few things this time. So just like you always do, stay very present. Listen to my cues. Take every single one of them as an invitation. So if it doesn't work for you, no big deal. You can leave it behind. You're coming with me. Big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, look to the top of your space. Step or float, forward fold. With your in-breath, halfway lift. With your exhale, fold in, dive deeply. Root through your feet, lead with your heart all the way up. Big full body stretch, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, listen here. Inhale, arms to the sky. Side body stretch of your choice to the right. Send your hips to the left, all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale back to center, realign. Other side, up and over, exhale. Inhale back to center, reach up. Now, chair plane or drinking bird. So bend your knees, swing your arms back, maybe float up to your tiptoes. Arcing Tadasana, heels down, cactus your arms and open your heart, lift. Yes, beautiful. Exhale, dive down, maybe hands to your third eye center. All the way down into your fold. Breathe in, spinal extension. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Keep that exhale going as you lower down. Inhale into your back bend. Don't just move through it. Feel it first. Then downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Now listen here. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, or as close as you can come. Inhale, take it back up, stretch it out. Right to right, aim for your right armpit, maybe even bend your elbows, take a little push up, don't let your butt drop. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, then step forward softly, low lunge. Rise up, crescent or a warrior one. Lift your heart, lift your gaze, big inhalation. Exhale, bring your hands down. Right foot roots all the way up, standing staff, left knee lifts. Figure four, sit back, get low, exhale. Inhale, back to standing staff. Option to extend your left leg. Try not to lean back. Curtsy squat, nice and easy. Swing your left foot around, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up, high mountain. Add a little baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms, curl open. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And swan dive down as you exhale. Follow your breath. Let it guide you. Inhale, halfway lift. Feel into the length. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Shoulders back and down. Beautiful, you guys. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Stay here and hold, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Use your obliques, push the ground away. Very nice. Three-legged, left leg high, stretch it out. Left to left, aim for your armpit. If you would like, you can add a little push-up, bend your elbows. Inhale, three-legged, stretch it out. Knee to your nose, scoop out your belly all the way to empty, then step through softly. Rise up, warrior one or crescent lunge, heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, hands back to the earth, root through your left foot, rise, standing staff, so all the way up, right knee lifts. Figure four, sit back, get low, weight in your left heel. Inhale, back to center, standing staff, right knee or right leg may extend. And then curtsy squat, swing it around, hands to heart. All the way to empty. Inhale, high mountain. One more standing back bend. Cactus your arms, open up. Low belly strong. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And dive down, forward fold, exhale. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Listen here. From your plank pose, one arm at a time, come down to your forearms, forearm plank. So elbows under shoulders, forearms parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide. Or if you want to modify, you can interlace your fingers instead. Soften your face, find your breath. Slowly begin to crawl your toes closer to your elbows and lift your hips as high as you can. Dolphin pose. Yes, very good. Keep hugging in with your upper arms. Keep pressing down through the belly of your forearms. Stay right here and breathe, or if you want, you're welcome to explore. You can lift one leg, you can lift the other leg, you can take little hops towards forearm stand, about 3 more rounds. So big, expansive inhales that create a sense of lightness and buoyancy. Exhales that plug you into your center, your intrinsic strength. Awesome job, you guys. One last big deep breath. End of your exhale, knees come down. Take a resting pose of your choice. So child's, embryo, heroes. Just give yourself a moment to feel all of that energy moving around inside of you. Give yourself a moment to come back to your breath, to slow it down if it's sped up. Maybe an open mouth sigh would feel really nice. And then as you are ready, friends, just a tabletop position, hands and knees. From your tabletop, we're gonna move into modified side plank. So pivot on your right knee, right foot comes to the outside of your mat, and then left leg reaches back, left arm to the sky. Press your hips forward towards the windows as much as you can rather than sticking your butt out behind you. Option to take your left arm towards the front of the room. So bicep next to your ear, feel the length in your left side. Maybe you want to keep your left foot on the ground and you can use that as a little bit of leverage. Push into your left foot, lengthen your left side. If you want to float your left foot up, go for it. Make your left leg strong and powerful. Stay right here, or your final option is to bind. Bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot, kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Try not to kick your foot up, but kick your foot back and rotate your heart to look up. Press your hips gently forward. Beautiful, everybody. Breathe all the way down into your belly. One last round. End of your exhale, nice and easy. Release back to hands and knees. Maybe just take a moment kind of moving around. Eventually, take your right leg straight out to the right, toes face forward. Left arm out to the left. And then on an inhale, reach your left arm all the way up, open up. Exhale, thread your left arm underneath you. So reach, 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 come down to rest outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. If it is available to you to wrap your peace fingers around your right big toe and you'd like to go there, feel free. If you can do that, but it takes away from the rest of your pose, then no need to grab your big toe. So feel into your pose. Make sure you can breathe big, deep breaths and then explore it in whatever way you would like. So left peace fingers around your right big toe. Your right hand can stay on the ground. Your right arm might wrap behind you. Yeah, good adjustment, Margaret. Take about 2 more breaths. Soft face, soft jaw, soft forehead. All the way to empty with your exhales. If you happen to have your right hand lifted, set your right palm back on the ground. Next time you breathe in, unthread your left arm, reach it all the way up one more time. And then set your left hand down. Pick up your right foot, swing your right tiptoes off the left side of your yoga mat. Pull your hips over to the right as you gaze back over your left shoulder. So rather than just gazing back with your head and your neck, Imagine you're trying to use your entire right side to look back at your toes. Maybe bend one or both elbows, round a little, arch a little. Take one more big breath. Back to hands and knees, tabletop. Back to downward facing dog. Lift your hips, lengthen your spine, walk it out. If you feel like moving through your own vinyasa, just kind of resetting on your own, please feel free. Otherwise, a couple more breaths in your down dog. Ujjayi. So feel your connection to that deep diaphragmatic breath. Next inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Open up your hips. So bend your knee and reach your knee out to the right, then up towards the ceiling. Imagine there's a rolled up washcloth behind your right knee and you're trying to squeeze it and wring it out. See if you can lift your right knee a tiny bit higher. Take one more inhale. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, then softly step your right foot forward. This time set up a warrior two with your legs. So back heel pivots down, windmill your arms up. Take a moment to settle in. Right toes face forward, left toes face to the left. Good. As you bend your front knee deeply, wrap your front butt cheek underneath your body. Get your front knee to track open towards your pinky toe. Next time you inhale, reverse your warrior. So front palm rotates up, reach up, reach back. Maybe there's a variation you want to take. So left arm might wrap behind you. Maybe left fingertip slide down your back leg. Maybe you grab your right wrist with your left hand and gently tug. Feel into the length of your right side, your right waistline, rib cage. Imagine you're trying to lift your ribs up away from your hip. Then bend your knee a little bit more. Breathe into all that space. One last big inhalation. Reach through your fingertips. As you exhale, come back to your warrior two. And then just for fun, we're going to see if we can go from warrior two to balancing half moon. So see if you can float your back foot off the ground, maybe hover for a moment, eventually right hand to the ground or a block, left arm to the sky. If that doesn't happen gracefully, no big deal. We're just playing with it. Good. Once you're in your half moon, be there and breathe there. Work your pose with each breath. Hips are open, shoulders are open. Heart is open, back leg strong and powerful. If you want, you can bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot, Ardha Chandra Chapasana. About 2 more rounds in your pose. I know it's hard. I know your right leg is talking to you. Send your breath to it. Very nice. If you're holding your left foot, slowly release. Re-extend. One last big inhale. As you exhale, see if you can land back in a warrior two stance. So left foot down, rise up, settle in. Straighten out your front leg, parallel your feet, turn all of your toes towards the windows. Arms to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, swan dive down. Stick your butt out, reach your heart forward, all the way down, wide-legged forward fold. Anywhere you want to take it, about 5 deep breaths. So feel free to move, to explore in your own way. Or just be still and use your breath to explore on the inside. Soften your face. Soften any of those hard edges. So the spaces inside of you that feel especially tight, especially stiff, breathe into them. Hold them with your loving awareness. Take your last couple of rounds. Next time you inhale, halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees as much as needed. Crawl your hands to the top of your yoga mat. Rotate your toes to face forward. Back in a low lunge. From your low lunge, 3-legged down dog. Right leg to the sky. Open up your right hip. You can stay here or option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down nice and easy. Yes, right arm forward, heart forward. So lift your heart and reach it towards the front wall. Lift your hips, breathe down into your belly. One last huge breath in your back bend. Beautiful, you guys. Come back, downward facing dog. Walk it out. Take a moment to walk it out in your down dog, to stretch, to lengthen. And then when you're ready, just set your knees on the ground and find a child's pose for a moment. Breathe into your low back, your low belly. Let the ground hold all of your weight. Next, inhale, hands and knees, tabletop position. Moving into modified side plank on our left side. So pivot your left foot out to the left side of your yoga mat, right leg reaches back, then right arm up. Rather than sticking your butt out and closing off through your front body, try to press your hips forward, open up through your front body, through your heart. Maybe right arm reaches forward. You can keep pressing your right foot into the ground and use that as leverage to work the length in your right side. You want to float your right foot up, go for it. Right leg strong and powerful. And then final option, if you would like to take it, bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Heart looks up towards the sky. Breathe down into your belly. Yeah, spread your toes as you hold your foot in your hand. One last big, deep breath. End of your exhale, hands and knees, regular tabletop. If you need to, just for a moment, kind of move around. And then eventually, left leg straight out to the left. Heel comes straight out from your hip, toes face forward. Right arm out to the right, and then inhale, right arm all the way up, open up. Exhale, thread your right arm through. So reach, reach, reach. Maybe your right peace fingers grab hold of your left big toe, maybe not. Left hand might stay on the ground. You might even push the ground away with your left fingertips. Maybe you wrap your left arm behind you. Breathe into your back body. Soft forehead, jaw. See if you can feel your upper back, mid back, low back expand with each inhale. Contract with each exhale, navel to spine at the bottom of each exhale, about 2 more rounds. Very nice. If you do happen to have your left palm lifted, set your left hand back on the ground. Next time you inhale, unthread your right arm, and one more time, reach it all the way up, open up. Exhale, right hand comes down. Pick up your left foot and swing your left tiptoes off the right side of your mat. Pull your hips over to the left and gaze back over your right shoulder. Yeah, maybe bending one or both elbows, maybe rounding a little or arching a little, rock forward or back a little. One more breath. Tabletop position, downward facing dog. If you want to move through a quick vinyasa on your own, feel free. Otherwise, couple of breaths, just walking it out in your down dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. And then try not to shift through your hands or your shoulders as you peel your left hip open. So bend your left knee out and up. So it's like your left hip is a hinge on a door. Your left leg is the door. Let it just swing open. Squeeze that invisible washcloth through the back of your left knee. See if you can lift your left knee a tiny bit higher. Press down into both hands. One more big inhale. Exhale, left knee to your nose, so round, hollow out, empty out, then step forward softly. Set up for warrior 2 and rise as you are ready. Virabhadrasana 2. Left toes face forward, right toes face to the right. And your front butt cheek wraps underneath your body. Your front knee tracks towards your pinky toe. Feel your breath in this pose. Sometimes I like to close my eyes and feel this pose from the inside. See if there's any little adjustments you can make just by feeling from the inside. Next time you breathe in, reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up, reach slightly back. Keep reaching with your arm, but bend deeply into your front knee. Lift your left rib cage up away from your left hip. Create more space through your waistline and breathe into it. Reach through your fingertips, soften your face. One more big inhale. Nice job, you guys. Exhale, back to warrior two. And then just for fun, see how gracefully you can transition into a balancing half moon. Some days it's pretty graceful, some days it's pretty ungraceful. So be compassionate, be kind with yourself. Once you're in your balancing half moon, hold there, breathe there. Right leg is strong and powerful. It's like you're karate kicking with your right leg. If you want to move into the bind, Ardha Chandra Chapasana, go for it. Bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. It's exactly like what we just did in our modified side plank. Now you're just balancing, no big deal. Spread your toes, kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. One last round. Re-extend your right leg and inhale. Exhale, warrior two, land as soft as you can. Good job. Take a moment to settle in, adjust your legs if needed. And then let's straighten our front leg, parallel our feet, arms to the sky, inhale. Exhale, swan dive down, butt sticks out, heart reaches forward, then let it all go. 5 breaths, your own exploration of this pose, or just hold right where you're at. Feel your breath moving inside of you. Good, yes, I love the different variations. Your body, your breath, your own experience. So you're connecting to your inner world. I have no idea what's going on there. You're the only one that can feel into it. So feel into it. Notice, observe, witness, and then witness your thoughts coming and going. Notice where your mind goes when you are bored or uncomfortable. When you don't want to be here, where do you go? Notice that and then come back over and over again. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees as much as needed. Slowly crawl your hands forward, coming back into a low lunge. From your low lunge, 3-legged down dog. So take your left leg up and back, open up your left hip. Option to flip your dog. Left foot steps down, nice and easy. Left arm forward, heart forward. Beautiful. So press your hips up. Feel your back muscles hug around your spine, supporting your spine. One last huge breath. Nice job. Back to downward facing dog. Walk it out for a moment. And then set your knees on the ground, child's pose. Take a moment to feel, breathe very intentionally down into your low back, your low belly. Exhale, to just let go of any stress, any heaviness you're still holding. Take one more grounding breath here. And then rise up to your hands and your knees. Take it back to downward facing dog. All right, inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your yoga mat. Set your body down gently. So right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat, just like we do in crescent lunge or warrior one. Pull your front hip back hip forward. So plug the femur bones into the hip sockets. Keep pulling your right hip back. as you take your heart forward and bow. If you know this pose works better for you in a seat or on your back and you want to take it there instead, always that is your choice. Make sure you can breathe, big, spacious breaths. All the way down into your hips. Soften with your exhale. Be with yourself, your inner world, what's going on inside. Rather than avoiding the sensation, waiting for it to be gone, see if you can just fully be with it. Feel into your hips, breathe into your hips, hold any discomfort that's there with your loving awareness. Use your exhales to let go. So open mouth size anytime, about 3 to 5 more breaths. End of your next exhalation, slowly begin lifting your upper body. We're actually going to come into a seated position. So nice and easy, let your hips open and sit over onto your right butt cheek. Swing your left leg around. And then once your left leg comes out in front of you, take both legs out in front of you and just give them a nice little shake out. Sole of your right foot to your left inner thigh, and then open your hips to face towards the right side of the room. So if you were to extend your right leg out, you'd be in a wide-legged straddle. Sole of your right foot to your left inner thigh. Sit up really tall. Bring your left hand to the top of your left thigh and reach your right arm up. Inhale here. As you exhale, side body stretch. Slide your left fingertips down your left leg. Reach your right fingertips forward towards the front wall. Maybe peace fingers. Grab hold of your left big toe. Try to keep your heart open. So imagine your heart's trying to look up at the ceiling. Keep pressing your foot into your leg, leg back into your foot. Breathe. Breathe into your right side, right waistline, rib cage. Create more space with each breath. Take just about 2 more rounds. Next inhalation, rise up. So lift your upper body, take your arms to the sky, both arms up. Bring your right hand down behind you, fingers face away from your body. Press down, lift your hips, modified side plank or modified wild thing. So really lengthen and reach. One more big deep breath. Now listen, end of your exhale, set your butt down, and it's kind of like a ninja move. You're gonna sweep your left arm behind your body, right arm forward, grab hold of your left foot, left shin, left calf, work a forward fold. So forehead towards your left shin, nose towards your left knee. Pull your left butt cheek back. Lengthen your low spine. Use every breath to fold just a little further from the inside. Good job. About 3 more rounds. Flex your left toes. See if you can engage through the front of your left thigh. Get that quad muscle to fire up. End of your next exhale, just slowly roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Head comes up very last. Once your head lifts, extend your right leg out in front of you. Give your legs a little shake out. And then a couple of rounds of windshield wipers. So feet wide, back and forth. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. So after a few rounds of windshield wiper, you can transition in your own way. If you want, You can take a boat pose, balancing on your sit bones. So balancing on your sit bones rather than rocking back onto your tailbone. It's super subtle, but it makes a huge difference. Hug in with your inner thighs, lift through your heart. After you've taken a few breaths in your variation of boat, cross your ankles, rock forward, plant your hands. You can step back, or if you want, you can hop back, chaturanga with bent elbows, move through a vinyasa if you want to, eventually back to downward facing dog. Big deep breaths. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, pigeon pose, left shin forward. Set your body down gently. Good. And just like you did on the other side, hug towards midline, plug the femur bones into the hip sockets. Bow forward as you're ready. Big, intentional breath. Any places where it feels like your breath gets stuck, explore that, get curious about that. Is there a way you can adjust your physical body? Is there a way you can just intend your breath to move into those spaces, to soften a little bit? So just noticing whatever there is to notice without judgment, but observation. Holding it with your loving awareness. Being present with what is. So all we're doing is meeting reality, breath by breath, moment by moment. Take about 3, 4, 5 more rounds. Open mouth size at any time. One last big breath. Slowly begin to lift your upper body and find your way into a seat. Nice and easy. Sit onto your left butt cheek. Swing your right leg around. Once both legs are out in front of you, you can just give them that little shake out. And then sole of your left foot to your right inner thigh. Open your hips towards the left side of the room. Flex your right toes, right hand on the top of your right thigh, left arm to the sky. Sit up really tall. Press your foot into your leg, leg back into your foot. Inhale. As you exhale, slide your right hand down your right leg. Reach your left fingertips towards the front of the room. Reach, reach, reach. Maybe you grab hold of your right foot. Maybe you wrap your peace fingers around your right big toe. Or maybe you're just reaching with your fingers. Perfect. Heart stays open. So imagine your heart wants to look up at the sky. Breathe into your left waistline. Pull your left ribs further away from your left hip. Soft through your face. About 2 more breaths. Next, inhale. Lift your upper body. Lift your arms to the sky. Both arms reach up. Bring your left hand behind you, fingers face away from your body. Press down, lift your hips. So modified side plank or modified wild thing. Breathe into all that space. One more big inhale. And then as you exhale like a ninja, bring your sit bones down, sweep your right arm forward and back, left arm forward to grab your foot, ankle, shin. Work your forward fold, forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee, navel towards your spine. Pull your right butt cheek back, flex your right toes, and see if you can engage through the front of your right thigh. Every exhale, diving just a little deeper from the inside, about 3 more breaths. End of your next exhalation, roll up super slowly, head comes up very last. Take your left leg out next to your right leg. And make sure you have plenty of space behind you on your mat. We're gonna take it all the way down onto our backs. Use a little bit of core strength. So arms reach forward, hollow out your belly. And as slow as you can, try not to let your legs lift. 1 vertebra at a time, lower down. And once you're on your back, full body stretch. Arms long and legs long. Nice job. So reach actively through fingers and toes. Big inhale. And draw both knees towards your belly. Find a gentle rock from side to side. After a few rocks, supine spinal twist to either side. You can take whatever variation you want. After a few rounds on this side, switch to the other side. No hurry. After you've taken a few rounds on both sides, you feel pretty even on both sides. Happy baby pose. Take as many breaths as you want in your happy baby, maybe rocking side to side, maybe extending one leg and then the other, both at the same time. And then eventually, friends, just start your transition into your final relaxation. So any more stretches, poses, movements you want to take, go ahead and move through them, and then eventually just start settling in. My thought for you today is by my favorite meditation teacher these days. His name's Cory Muscara. He says, don't meditate to find peace. Meditate to meet reality. By meeting reality, you will develop clarity and acceptance. With clarity and acceptance, you will soften the need to run from what is true. You will soften the need to run from yourself. By softening the need to run, you will find stillness. And in stillness, there will be peace. So for these last few moments, just let the sounds, the frequency, the vibration of these bowls move through you without any specific goal in mind, without any specific arrival point, but just to simply be here, your body wide open, letting energy flow through and feeling it all, soaking it in. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Just slowly bring gentle movement back into your physical body. As you're ready, roll to either side, fetal position. Take a moment, just resting on your side body. Imagine all that energy from the sound bath, from your practice, just absorbing into you, integrating into your being. Using the strength in your arms, begin to guide yourself up into seated meditation. So right back where we began our practice. Just sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes, gather your hands to your heart, and bow your head to your heart. Acknowledge yourself for making time, taking time to be here, to do your practice. Thank you so, so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, you guys are amazing.